What I want to talk to you guys about in this episode is the importance of buying your first house and the importance of structuring those first few properties for you to really get you ahead, because they're going to be the things that either propel you ahead or they're going to be the things that really pull you back and stop you. That first one, two, three properties are really the make or break decisions that you're going to make. Now, at the moment, there's so much information out there about sexy properties. You know, we can go and we can buy it and we can do this re-roof and we can do this and we can add another 10 bedrooms to it and we can go and do that and how great things will be. But the reality of things is that although they look great, the chances of them going well and as well as they're sold are really pretty slim. The best way to go about things from my experience and what I've seen over time is just, how do we go and buy something that we've got stage one of it, plus we've got a stage two plan, but it almost seems boring on the outside of things. So it's not sexy, it's not fancy, it's a house, it's a block of units. That how do we subdivide it at a later stage? How do we go and put new titles on these at a later stage? How do we add one new bedroom while we're renovating it? Not how do we put 6 bedrooms in here, turn it into a boarding house that's going to rent for $2,000 a week, but then really when you look at the net gain, it's not really there. So it's really important that when we're starting out, we're looking at simple, basic, boring property that's going to get us to the next step, rather than looking at things that are so complex. Because the chances are that if you get yourself into something complex at the start, what's going to happen is you're not going to have the experience, you're not going to have the money, and when it all goes wrong, is you're going to think this property thing doesn't work. You're better off to go and take a couple of steps back rather than chasing the pot of gold and go, well, look, I'm going to buy this place. Here's the cash flow for me. If it grows at 6% a year as a base, then I'm going to be in X position in 18 months time, and then I can go and do the next part of this while I save some money. Now that sounds boring, and I know, but the thing being is it's predictable, and when we have predictability, we can get ourselves to where we want to be, as opposed to chaos of, hey, we've got this huge project, it's only going to cost us X number of dollars to renovate. Then time and time again, we said it was going to be 50 grand, now it's 75, you've got to try and find another 25. Then you've got to have the value go up another 75 grand to pull that extra 25 back in, which chances are when projects go sideways, that doesn't happen at all, because you need your renovation as low as you can possibly get it. So lesson for this one is that stick to boring until you've got a foundation across the bottom. Ideally 7 doors is a really good starting point to get your base foundation. Then start moving up the ladder to see what else you can purchase in terms of multi-units or in terms of boarding houses and things like that. Do that once you've got some experience under your belt, you've got some equity behind you, and don't chase subdivisions and developments off the back end of this, because that's the other place where people fall down, is they see the developers with the shiny cars and they think, for the first purchase, I'm going to go and become a developer. Turns out 90% of the time, it turns out really badly for those people because of what we've just spoken about before. So things to remember, basic steps. Boring property will get you further than what sexy property is going to overnight.